Well, morning guys, we are back out and about, and we are out and about in the Lake District, and we've come to Borrowdale, which is just south of Keswick, to a little village called Grange, and we are going to go on a nice walk today, and we're going to pick up a trail onto Castle Crag, and then we're going to go and visit Millican Dalton's cave. So I'll tell you more about Millican Dalton when we get there. But enjoy the walk with me, come along, let's see what we can find. Love the lakes. So just in the distance there guys, you'll see Castle Crag. So it's not a very high hill, 290 metres I believe, but when we get there I'll explain a little bit more about the significance of the crag. So we're on our way guys to Castle Crag, and we're making our way through Hollow's Farm campsite first. Now I used to come here all the time when I was young, especially from school in Easter holidays. We used to come camping in the snow, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like because I haven't been back for quite a while. Right guys, just making our way up now on the path to Castle Crag. We've just passed through Hollow's Farm campsite, brought back some great memories. Has changed a little bit, but not much, and I just love it because it's in the woods and dead secluded. Just see down water in the background, just starting to get a little bit of height on us now. When you get to the top of Castle Crag, it should be a good view. It is quite misty, it's only early, it's only 9:30 in the morning, so hopefully we'll get a better view when we get to the top. Well guys, just a slate path all the way at the top. This is green slate. I think it's the only place you can get green slate is here in the Lake District. Right guys, nearly at the top. This is an old slate mine, but as you go around you can see there's lots of strange little structures are being built by somebody, all standing on edge all the way around. So at the top of here guys, on Castle Crag, there's a war memorial, and tomorrow this will be absolutely packed because it's a Remembrance Sunday, and a lot of people make their way up here to pay their respects. So we've gotten here a day early just so it'll be nice and quiet. As you can see as you pan round, it's absolutely stunning. You can see all the way across Derwent Water and up onto the hills and the mountains behind. Right guys, we're going to make our way down now to Millican Dalton's cave, and I'll tell you more about Millican Dalton when we get to the bottom. Down there guys is the village of Rosthwaite, and if you go further on you hit Sea Toller, and that's where you can start your ascent to do Scarfell Pike. And Scarfell Pike is over there in the clouds, unfortunately, but never mind, still beautiful. Right guys, we've arrived at some caves. This one isn't Millican Dalton's, but it's not far. So we'll have a little wander in and see what we can find. Well, I think we're getting close guys. I think it's just further up this path. Well, here we are guys. This is Millican Dalton's cave. I'm going to take you in. I'll explain who Millican Dalton was, if you're not too sure, and what he was doing here. Well guys, so Millican Dalton, she was born in the mid 1800s, and his family moved down south where he continued to grow and in adulthood, and became an insurance broker, and he got a love of camping and hiking, and he packed everything in and he moved up here to the Lake District, and he lived in this cave for 50 summers, and this bit here is called the attic, and this is the bit he used to sleep in. So he literally lived in the cave for 50 years. It's pretty unchanged, I would think, over them years. So you had running water all the time until you got a shower. You had a huge cavern to have a fire, and it's still quite popular for people to come and wild camping up here now. So he called himself a professor of adventure. He wasn't a recluse or anything like that. He used to mix quite well. He would take people on expeditions here in the Lake District and overseas, up in Norway. He used to make his own clothes, his own boat, his raft, and he would pretty much live off the land, pretty much. And as I spin round here, you can see some carvings in the rock that he actually done. Bit of a philosopher of words. I'll see if I can get close in for you. Don't waste words. Jump to conclusions. Wise words, eh? I'll tell you what, it's the 9th of November and it's still really, really warm. It's, you know, it was 6 degrees this morning when I got here. but as you're walking around, I've only got a very thin fleece on, and it's absolutely red hot. I'm sweating. So I'm just going to take some fluids on, but have a look at that cave, man. So can you imagine that? 50 years summers I would take it, because the winters would probably be too harsh. Just living off the land, just living how he wants to, you know, no interruptions. Only thing he's got to worry about is what he's going to have to eat and whether he's warm enough and dry, which in that cave probably would be. Got to tear your hat off the bloke, eh? So that's where we've came from, guys, right at the top on Castle Crag. Fantastic. Right guys, we're going to head back now. So we're just going to walk back along the River Derwent, back to Grange, where we'll try and get ourselves a cup of tea, I think. So come on. So look how clear that water is, guys. Really inviting. Well guys, thanks very much for joining us on this Out and About. So we've been to the Lake District, we've climbed to the top of Castle Crag, which is a wainwright, and we've been down to Millican Dalton's cave, checked out a few others, and we've followed the path along the Derwent River. So I'm going to go now and get myself a cup of tea. That ends the journey for today. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed already, just hit that button, get a like on there and stick a comment on, and I'll get back to you. So see you again guys when we're out on another adventure. See you in a bit.